In this video, I'll show you exactly how to start using the new AI Canvas feature inside Higgsfield AI. This could be a game changer for content creation since it allows you to do everything inside one canvas instead of having to move around in the tool and mess around with all these hundreds of features in separate tabs. To start using the AI Canvas feature in Higgsfield AI, just sign up. If you use my link in the description, that helps my channel, but you don't need to do that. You can just go to their website, or if you have an account already, just go to higgsfield.ai and click on Canvas over here, and then click on New Canvas. And now here is your AI Canvas, and now you can just start to build content with it. So for example, let's say we want to create an image of a cat. Well, what we'll do is we'll right click and we can click on the prompt node. And now it adds a prompt box over here inside the canvas. And by the way, if you use the command and scroll it with your mouse, you can zoom in and out neatly like this. And if you don't press command or control, you can just scroll back and forth like this. And then you can also use your trackpad with your two fingers to move around in this canvas. So the usage is very basic and very simple. So now let's type in something like create an image of a cat. And now since this is an AI canvas or a workflow builder, what we need to do is instead of hitting send, there is no send button as you can see, what we need to do is we need to connect this box into an AI image generator node. So what I will do is I will drag a connecting line from this prompt box into an AI image generation node. And now all I literally need to do is just hit run pipeline and it will create the image. And there we go. Here is our image of a cat. And now what you can do here is instead of just randomly pressing send every time you connect your prompts into an image generation node, you can tweak these settings over here. So first and foremost, the most important thing you need to do here, and by the way, this is also something what makes Canvas so powerful in the first place, is to choose the AI image generation model. So if we click over here, you can see that we not only do have access to the GPT image 2 model, but we have access to every single main AI image generation model on the market. So instead of having to have 20 subscriptions or having to jump between all these features and functions inside Higgsfield AI, you can quite literally do everything over here inside this one simple workflow. So just an example, what I could do now is if I was not too satisfied with this image of the cat, I could just move it aside. I could drop another connection to another image generator. I could choose, for example, Dream 5.0 Lite, and I could hit run, and then I could, for good measure, make one more. So for instance, let's do Grok Imagine, and you can also put that over there, and we'll hit run, and now we get 3 images of a cat. And now after about 30 seconds, here is our result. So here we have 3 different images of a cat. And obviously in this one, I think the clear winner is over here in the GPT image 2 model, because that is, I think, the most realistic and the best model right now. Now let's get rid of these 2. And also something that is worth mentioning before we move on is that what we did over here is no different than just heading over to higgsfield.ai and going over here in the image section and choosing create image. And as you can probably see, yes, we have those 3 images we just made in our canvas inside here as well. So you could just come here, type it in over here and tell the AI to turn this into an image of a cat without having to worry about any kind of nodes or anything. So for that kind of a use case, using a node-based workflow builder like this is absolutely useless. So why should we care? Why would you learn something like this in the first place? Well, this is because not only can you create these images, but you can continue these workflows. For example, right now, what we can do next is we can connect this image of a cat into a video generation node. And just an example, let's tell something like make the cat stand up and jump off. And now, very similar to what we did previously, we can also choose the video generation mode over here, or the model. So you have access to literally every single one of these main models out there as well. And for this one, let's go with Seedance 2.0 fast, because I think it saves us some time and some credits as well. Then here you could choose how many videos or images you want to create. But for this one, let's just make one. And actually, before we do that, there's one more super important thing you need to pay attention to. I actually forgot to mention it with the image one, but this applies to both images and videos. So make sure to check these open settings section over here. So if you click there, you can choose the model, but then you can also tweak the duration. So for instance, for this one, I only want to make it, let's say 6 seconds in duration, or even, let's do even 5 seconds. Then here you can also tweak the resolution. We can do a bit of a lower one to save some time. Then you can do the aspect ratio. For instance, if we're posting this on social media sites like TikTok or Instagram, you can do like 9:16 aspect ratio. So it's going to be a bit of a taller one. Then one thing you definitely want to tweak over here is to generate audio, because what you will least need is having to wait for a while to create an expensive video that comes without sound. So you definitely need to remember to tweak that one. And then you can obviously choose the number of videos you want to create. But let's just go with this one. And now we can either hit generate over here or here, and then we'll just need to wait for a second. And here is our video of the cat. I mean, that is pretty cool. There you might already start to see where this kind of a workflow builder thing can become handy. Because now this allows you to build repeatable content pipelines. So for example, right now, if I wanted to repeat this process, but let's say I want to create an image of a gray cat, for example, what I can now do is I can just choose this whole workflow and I can just hit run pipeline, and it will run through the process from a complete scratch. And obviously, once again, if you're just dealing with one image or one video, you could be better off by just using these native image and video generation features inside Higgsfield. But imagine you do this for an entire product catalog, for example, and you have, let's say, instead of 3 nodes, you have 50 nodes. Well, in that case, it's much easier for you to just come over here into your workflow. You can replace your input, and then you can just choose the whole thing and run it from a complete scratch instead of having to do it over and over again by jumping between these different tabs and features inside the native Higgsfield platform. And then also, while this second round is generating, let me actually show you another really powerful feature for why this kind of a workflow thing is super handy. And that is the fact that you can actually share these workflows. So if you click on here on the right-hand side corner, you can go public with your workflow, and then you can set the permission levels. So for instance, you can do anyone can join, and you can set anyone who joins as a viewer, so they can easily view your prompts, your content, everything. They can even clone this workflow for themselves, but they cannot edit anything. So this stays just like it is right now. And then all you need to do is just click on copy link. Nonetheless, here is the result. So now we get another image of a cat, and then that image is turned into a video without us having to do anything else except for just modifying this input over here. So we essentially created our small cat video generator app inside Higgsfield. And for instance, the other day I just created, in a very similar style, an advertisement for a Nike shoe. So here I create the image that looks like an advertisement, and then I just told the AI to create a 360 rotating animation of the shoe, and it did exactly that. And now here is another workflow, and by the way, don't feel intimidated if you have a bunch of nodes over here. This is just a simple AI workflow that turns an image of a product into an advertisement of somebody else talking about that product in action. But before we jump into this workflow and how it works, and by the way, you can also find this in the description, I will show you one more important node type over here inside Higgsfield Canvas, and that is the LLM Assistant node. So now you probably already guessed what this does, but if you didn't, don't worry. This is LLM node, which allows you to run any large language model such as Claude or Gemini or ChatGPT inside this one simple node. So for example, we can do something like create a poem of a cat, just to name one. And then we are going to choose the model. For example, for this one, we can run the Claude Sonnet 4.6 because I think it is pretty decent. And then we can just hit run generate. And then here we have a little poem of a cat. And now what's really cool about this LLM node is that you can connect different nodes into this to perform an operation on those inputs. So let's get rid of this one and let's just an example, let's drop an image of myself into this view. And now let's connect this into an LLM assistant node. And now, for example, we can tell the AI to describe the characteristics of this person. So I'm telling the AI to shortly describe this person's characteristics. I'm pretty sure it will immediately say, this is a super, super handsome guy, right? Let's see. This person appears to be a young adult male with blonde, light brown hair, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, so it missed the handsome part, but other than that, I think this is a pretty accurate description. So what you can also do is you can run these operations on different types of inputs. And now I think we're ready and equipped to understand what this AI advertisement workflow did. So over here, I have added a picture of an Adidas shoe. So this is the shoe that I want to promote in my video. Then on top of that shoe, I have told the AI that I'm creating a UGC AI video advertisement for this product. And I have even added a direct URL into this product's landing page. And then I'm telling the AI just to look that up. I've also attached a reference photo. Then I want the AI to turn this into a AI UGC or user-generated content actor. So a regular user of this product, basically. And then yada, 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 basically some jargon to get the result optimized. And by the way, I've made a separate guide on how I built this from scratch, step by step. If you want to check that one out, check the link in the description. But nonetheless, I'm just telling the AI that I want to get a description of a person that would be ideal to promote this product and also to place them in an environment that would make most sense given the context of this type of a product. And here is a short prompt we get back. So I basically just connected this picture and this prompt into an LLM assistant node that I just showed you how it works. And then we get a result like this. So here is a short description of our person. And now what I have done next is I have connected this result into an image generation node. And also I have added this picture of the shoe, just the AI knows what it actually looks like. And here we get an image that looks like this. And I think that is just perfect for an advertisement video like that. And then in a very similar style, I have turned this picture into a video of this person talking about that product. So I'm just telling the AI that given the image I got from the previous prompt, now we need to turn this into a short video script and audio instructions for the video generator. So once again, I've connected that into a large language assistant mode where I use Claude Sonnet to get a result. And then I have just added this picture and this prompt that I got back where the AI describes the scene and the spoken lines and the audio into the video generator node. And then I have chosen the Cadence 2.0 model and then I have just hit run and here is our result.
Just finished the hardest session of my week and these held up perfectly. Flat sole, locked in fit, zero slip. If you're serious about lifting, you need a pair.
And as I said, you will find a direct link in the description to this workflow if you want to take a closer look at how you can produce these wonderful looking UGC style advertisements. So thanks so much for watching this one, and I hope you learned something new and have a good day.